Listen closely, because the garbage they feed you on the evening news is worth less than a $3 bill. We're going to talk about naval warfare for real, not the fantasies sputtered by those armchair experts who couldn't tell a life raft from an aircraft carrier. Let's start with the latest comedy, the sinking of that supposed frigate. Look, even a kid with a picture book knows that was a corvette. But of course, in this land of military morons, if it floats and fires a gun, they call it a destroyer, just to make the headline sound more epic. The reality is much grimmer and a lot less glamorous, and it has everything to do with what a submarine is actually for. I'm going to give you a fact that'll make all those enlightened pacifists opposing nuclear submarines look like absolute idiots. Do you know how many times in human history one submarine has fought another underwater, like in some Hollywood blockbuster? Once. Just once, since Isaac Perel, a Spaniard, in case any of you forgetful types missed it, invented the damn thing. It happened at the end of World War II. A Brit against a German. End of story. Stop watching The Hunt for Red October and come back to Earth. Submarines aren't built to play hide-and-seek with other submarines. They are apex predators. They exist to wipe surface fleets off the map and send anything that dares to float straight to the bottom. And this is where we run into our national drama. The S-80. They sell us the S-80 as the ultimate hunter, the best SSK in the world. And sure, technically, it's a masterpiece of stealth. But it has one tiny problem. To stay invisible, it has to crawl at 3 to 5 knots. At that speed, you'd reach the Canary Islands faster on foot than that sub will leaving the port. Spain isn't just the Strait of Gibraltar. That little puddle we guard like it's the edge of the world while everyone else scores goals on us from the wings. We are a massive maritime nation with archipelagos thousands of miles away. If you try to defend the Canaries or the Bay of Biscay with a conventional SSK, the thing runs out of breath. At 20 knots, a conventional sub's batteries last about as long as a candy bar at a school gate, 3 or 4 hours, and then you either have to surface to breathe like an asthmatic, or you stay down there forever. An SSN, a nuclear-powered submarine, is in a different league. It's a monster that can go from Tenerife to Mahon, loop around the Atlantic, and vanish 200 meters deep for months without anyone knowing it was ever there. That is real capability. Everything else is just cheap fiction for suckers. Submarines aren't hunted by other submarines. They're hunted by maritime patrol aircraft and surface ships. That's why we need something that doesn't have to poke its head up to recharge every 5 minutes, betraying its position to every satellite or fishing boat in the area. Salt water doesn't do anyone any favors, except maybe old ladies at a spa, and an SSK suffers miserably on long missions. We need nuclear submarines like we need oxygen. It's the only way to have a naval defense that isn't a bad joke. While the Twitter analysts and third-rate journalists keep spinning their fairy tales, the operational reality is simple. Either you have nuclear power under the waves, or you just have a very expensive toy waiting to be detected. Less Hollywood, more realism. You don't defend a nation with good intentions and lithium batteries.